against was on the ground. Initially, I thought maybe he was just having a seizure because his eyes were kind of rolling in the back of his head.
Mark Hayes had no pulse. Freed says she immediately began CPR.
Working in the ICU. We do it all the time.
2 other players, both nurses, came to assist. The indoor arena has 2 AEDs, automated defibrillator devices. One nurse ran and returned with it. Hayes was given an electric shock. It worked. He became alert.
And within a minute or so, move around. So I stopped CPR. Obviously, he had a pulse.
After the match, she says she became emotional. Her fellow players surrounded her.
They were kind of like, wow, like, that was great. Like, that was so cool. And I'm like, yeah, I need a minute. That was a lot.
Hayes is back home recovering well. Freed says both are now friends for life, literally. In Santa Rosa, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
With so many people switching to work from home or hybrid schedules, workplace friendships are becoming a thing of the past, as we hear from reporter Chris Stevens.
Don't take it personally, but a new study shows that more and more people are breaking up with their work friends.
With the pandemic, especially if you work from home, a lot of us are working from our couches, right? And the only way we signal that the workday's over is we just close our laptop or switch to Netflix.
Juliana Plummer is a professor at New York University's Stern School of Business. She's studied work relationships.
Between your work life and your home life, who's going to want to go get a happy hour with someone from work once that kind of day is over?
A Gallup poll surveyed hybrid workers and found that 17% said they had a best friend at work. That's down from 22% who said they did in 2019.
We're on to the Money Watch now with Lisa Mateo.
Good morning, Melissa. Not a great start to the new trading week. Right now, we have the Nasdaq down just nearly 2%. S&P down 1.5%. Dow right now down 449 points. Well, on the earnings front, Zoom Video, they're scheduled to post quarterly results after the close. TikTok's in-app browser, it could be tracking your keystrokes. A former security researcher and developer for Google says those keystrokes can include passwords, credit card info, and other personal information. Felix Krause says that the code put into the web browser within the Chinese-owned app can possibly collect the data, but he did not say it's being used or recorded by TikTok. And the Big Mac could be getting a new twist. Reports say the classic sandwich will soon be offered with 2 tempura chicken patties. Now, it's said to have been a hit with customers in the UK. The Chicken Big Mac will roll later this month for a limited time at select locations. I'm Lisa Mateo, Bloomberg Business for KCBS.
KCBS News Time 8:55 programming note, the KCBS Sports Desk is sponsored by the Bay Area Chevy dealers. Visit BayAreaChevroletDealers.com.
This is the Eye in the Sky Traffic Wash, brought to you by Ring Central. This is Neil, your eye on traffic, and today looks like a doozy. You want my advice? Ditch the commute and connect on Ring Central. They put call, meet, and message all in one app, so you can connect with anyone, anytime. I'm hearing from Chet in the studio. You're breaking up, Chet. Looks like you should have called on Ring Central.
Ring Central. Simpler communications.
You're listening to Sleep Apnea Classics. Next up, a performance for those who yearn for restful sleep by the CPAP Struggle Orchestra. And now, bedtime. If sleep apnea and CPAP struggles are ruining your sleep, Inspire may work for you. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body at the click of a remote. That's right, a button. As you sleep, Inspire keeps you breathing normally and sleeping, well, like a baby. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more at inspiresleep.com. That's inspiresleep.com.
Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Bay Area traffic. It takes a toll on all of us and the air we breathe. Whether the new normal is taking you back to the office or back to the ballpark, think about taking a bus, a train, a bike, or a ferry. It's good for you and our air. Remember, when we all take transit, we're all making the Bay Area a better place to breathe. Choose transit and spare the air. Learn more at sparetheair.org.
Attention homeowners, right now take advantage of our Labor Day sale with $6 off Kelly Moore's Inspire interior paint, now as low as $29.99 per gallon. It's easy to shop online at kellymore.com in the comfort of your home, or pick up your order at your neighborhood Kellymore paint store. Again, save $6 off Kellymore's Inspire interior paint at kellymooreshop.com, or go to your local Kellymore paint store during the Labor Day sale, August 22nd through September 10th.
KCBS News Time 8:58. We'll head back to your local Honda dealer's traffic center one more time this hour for an update on the roads from Kim. Terrible trying to the Altamont Pass, but at least we have another lane back in play. We had the whole freeway shut down, West 580 about a mile before North Flynn. Right now, just the left lane remains blocked, but the Tilton Auto Body collision cam sees the backup well into Tracy beyond 11th Street. It's taking people an hour and a half, 40 minutes to get through this considerable backup. Also, an accident on westbound 4 right before you get to Loveridge heading into in the two right lanes. We have problems in the South Bay. Also, this crash in Cupertino, still working on this northbound 280 right before the Highway 85 split. The left lane is blocked here, and traffic is backing up beyond Wolf Road, so expect delays there. And then a crash also on northbound 101 at the 280-680 interchange has finally cleared, but slow pockets of traffic way back from Blossom Hill. Next update, 9:08 at the traffic leader, KCBS. Sunny skies expected throughout the afternoon today with breezy conditions and highs getting into the 60s and 70s at the beaches, 70s and 80s by the bay, and into the mid-90s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. Monday, August 22nd, 2022, coming up on KCBS.
This is Matt Bigler in Truckee. A dive team has found a body in a vehicle underwater near the campground where 16-year-old Kylie Rodney disappeared.
I'm Holly Kwan. Police on both ends of the bay chase sideshows, blocking traffic at prominent intersections. And White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci announces he'll step down in December.
When you need to know, KCBS AM and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station.
9 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. The nation's top infectious disease expert is moving on. Dr. Anthony Fauci, point man in the early months of the COVID pandemic, says he'll leave key government jobs at the end of the year. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy says that includes his post as chief medical advisor to President Biden.
The 81-year-old infectious disease expert has been in his current role at the National Institutes of Health since 1984. In a statement, President Biden says the country is stronger, more resilient, and healthier because of Anthony Fauci. As he says he'll step down from his government posts in December, Dr. Fauci says he is not retiring, but will instead pursue the next phase of his career. Still has so much energy and passion for his field.
CBS's Jim Krasula has the latest on a first step toward updated COVID vaccine booster shots.
Pfizer has asked U.S. regulators to authorize its combination COVID-19 vaccine that adds protection against the newest Omicron variant. If the FDA acts quickly, the Pfizer combo boosters could be available within a few weeks.
In New York City, Health Commissioner Dr. Mary Bassett is watching wastewater samples after of polio in the suburbs raised new questions.
These data suggest that we have a community circulating poliovirus that can cause paralysis, and this is a source of great concern, particularly for people who are unvaccinated or undervaccinated.
At least 13 million people from Arizona to Louisiana on alert for flooding today as a strong weather system dumps torrential rain. Stephanie Carroll had to be rescued from her car in Dallas.
I thought I was going to die. I was just panicking because I just wanted to get out of my car and get out of the water. I wanted to get my car out of the water, but it's clearly gone.
Overseas, Russian counterintelligence points a finger of blame at Ukraine for the car bomb attack that killed the daughter of a Putin ally. CBS's Vicki Barker.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has sent his condolences to his close friend Alexander Dugin. The death of Dugin's daughter, a vile, cruel crime. The Ukrainians are fending off Russian accusations that they were behind the attack, but they're brave.
Keep an eye out for new images just released from the Webb Space Telescope. They showed Jupiter, largest planet in the galaxy, as never before. Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 451 points. The NASDAQ is down 243. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
It is 9:03 at the Bay Area's news station KCBS. A lot of sunshine with breezy conditions and mild to hot temperatures expected today. Good morning, I'm Melissa. In the search for missing Truckee teenager Kylie Rodney, a body in a car has been found in a reservoir last seen 2 weeks ago. KCBS reporter Matt Bigler joins us live from Truckee now with the latest. Matt.
Melissa, a body was found by this volunteer group of divers. They discovered the body in the vehicle in the Prosser Reservoir. That is the body of water all around the campground where Kylie Rodney was last seen. The vehicle has been towed out of the water by law enforcement officials. There's no official confirmation that that is the body of the 16-year-old. The dive team, however, this company called Adventures with Purpose, has announced on their Facebook page that Kylie has been found and they notified the family. But again, that has not been confirmed. All this started, as you know, 2 weeks ago after Kylie disappeared after attending a large youth party at the Prosser Family Campground. Angela Masalam with the Placer County Sheriff's Office says at the time, Kylie was believed to have driven herself away from the party.
Shortly after she communicated she wanted to go home, her phone truly unreachable and has been unreachable since then.
Now, this morning I'm at the Trucker Donner Recreation and Park District headquarters where the Nevada County Sheriff's Office is expected to hold a news conference at 11 o'clock this morning. Keep it tuned to KCBS for the live in Truckee, Matt Bigler, KCBS.
Thank you very much, Matt. And of course, we will be hearing from Matt throughout the morning and into the afternoon. Well, illegal sideshows have slowed down despite a recent return to school, and that is when they usually die down. KCBS reporter Holly Kwan tells us over the weekend, drivers became even bolder by blocking traffic in broad daylight at several prominent South Bay sites. Sideshows usually happen after dark when police can't get a clear view of light drivers. That happened last night in Oakland at 98th Avenue about 10 p.m. when flyers returning home from the Oakland airport got stuck behind a sideshow for an hour. But on Saturday, crowds gathered in the daytime at Santa Teresa and Highway 87, and later at Great America Parkway, right at the entrance to the park, spinning donuts and swinging out their tail ends, then suddenly reversing into the crowd. Some spectators were throwing water balloons at the drivers, their license plates blocked out with tape. Crowds gathered at Lundy and Concourse Drive in San Jose. Police lined up SUVs with lights and sirens to eventually break up the illegal gatherings. San Jose police have been trying to crack down on sideshows, issuing some 500 citations and arresting 7 people last month. No word on whether there were any arrests after Saturday's flagrant display. Holly Kwan, KCBS. With hundreds of people dying from drug overdoses in San Francisco last year, the city's new district attorney has made cleaning up the streets her top priority. KCBS's Jennifer Hodges reports she's working on getting police and her office on the same page.
District Attorney Brooke Jenkins says she was hoping for a total reset when she took over the job, and part of that is improving the relationship between SFPD and the DA's office.
I'm actually going to Tenderloin Station there, talk to them about our, again, willingness to do our part in this work.
New policies introduced by Jenkins have been focused on drug dealers and how to stop the flow of accessible drugs in the city. The other reason to sit down with police?
It also ensures that every step of the way these investigations are being conducted in a way that allows us to be successful in court, that we have the evidence that we need, and they understand from an attorney standpoint what types of investigations they need to be doing.
Jenkins has already revoked several misdemeanor plea offers in drug dealing cases that were made under her predecessor, saying she'll proceed instead with felonies. Jennifer Hodges, KCBS.
Coming up in about 15 minutes on Ask an Expert, we'll be talking about the latest COVID-19 vaccine cleared by the FDA for use in kids ages 12 to 17. That's at 9:20, and if you've got questions, send them to us at askus@kcbsradio.com. That's askus@kcbsradio.com. Just ahead on KCBS.
I'm Keith Manconi, checking in on San Jose's mayoral election following a flurry of new
CBS Traffic and Weather sponsored this time around by Sonnet Senior Living. Kim Wonderly is heading back to the Altamont to begin warning folks